The stream right now.
Oh.
We're back up. We're back up. We didn't miss. It went down for just a few.
All right, recap what you're gonna do, brother.
Brock is going to rush the droid. He knows he probably shouldn't touch it with his bare hands because it does seem to be expressing certain elemental properties. So he is going to draw his sword out, and I'm going to strike with my sword. I do have skill mastery sword. Swordsmanship. Which would be a body at advantage, correct?
Give me 1 second. I'm reading something real quick. Okay. Yes, body.
That's a 5.
Uh-oh, y'all. Rolling good from the start. I rolled a 5 on the dice, so it's gonna be a 3.
Oof.
Dodges out of the way, and we're gonna say at this point, is able to, as you go in, actually, its flame form hits. No, its rock form hits, and you actually make contact, but it's too hard. With the rolls that the other two of you made, you're realizing that this elemental aspect of this figure is giving it some resistance to damage. Physical damage. All right. What else for Brock?
Brock's gonna pause there. He sees fire. He knows that when he catches fire, he needs to pat himself out. So he's not going to use his quick action available to do an offhanded attack. He's gonna keep that pocket in case he ends up on fire again for like the 3rd time.
Okay, and brother, I have to ask you. I feel bad. What was your method of attack? Because I'm reading my powers to try to figure out because I just got them rolled. So what was your method of?
Sword.
Okay,
Melee.
so you did. Okay, thank you. I knew you said you weren't going fist. So you ran up, swiped on with a sword, but it hit the rock. Ching! Like, oh, if I get a little vibration in the hand. I changed the map a little bit to actually show you where things really are. Yeah, it hurts. Like hitting a brick fucking wall with a bat. So now it's more true to where everything actually is. They're up at the north, and you've got Beryl, who's at the very north. Right there guarding them is going to be your super bot. Brock runs up, hits with the sword, and now it is Threadline's turn.
Cool. Threadline's gonna walk in front of Armin and Isabella. Just say, "Stay back," because I'm gonna whip out my pistol. I'm gonna do 2 shots at the super bot.
Hell yes.
So how close are you gonna? Are you gonna stay down here? Because we'll say that this is probably, it's about a medium distance, in between short and medium. So it's like 50, like 50 feet, just over
Is that
short.
too far for me to? Is that too far for me to hit with the pistol? Or
What's your range? What type of weapon is your pistol? What's your range on it? Should be a medium range, right?
believe so. I don't think I have it written down though.
Let me look. I definitely suggest putting those on your sheets. So I've been playing on Wednesdays with brother Chris, and one thing I've noticed I need for my PCs is my range increments and shit for my weapons. So I would definitely put those on there when you get a chance. It's
A small
things,
firearm.
one of the few things that's not immediately apparent in this game. So you've got a small firearm, and you're going to have a medium range. It's a light weapon with medium range. So you want to write down light and medium. Both those are important pieces of information. And really, the cool thing about super weird is that's really all you need to know about your weapon, because it doesn't do the damage is based on your dice. So it's going to be you're within medium range, so you're good. Light weapon means you can wield one in each hand and dual attack, as long as you're master. So yeah, that's punch.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right. So are you staying back all the way down there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just getting like right in front of Armin and Isabella. First attack is gonna be an 8.
Okay. Miss. I rolled a 6 on the dice.
What the frick?
Oh no.
And second attack's gonna be a 4.
Okay. So the first one you happen to shoot while it is the ice form, and the bullet grazes off of the ice and deflects and then lodges in the waxy wall. The second one, you pop him, he goes to fire form and is not body made of fire, it's just wreath and fire. So you're able to pop him and actually get a very solid hit. What was your roll on that again?
For the 4.
A 4? That's a 15-point difference. That gets you to a critical wound. That's exactly what you need to go all the way up. So that's fucking clutch. So as you hit, you see even through the fire that metal blast away in chunks, but you did see that the fire was so intense that it partially like heated and started to deform and melt the bullet even before it hit. So there's actually a little less damage than you might expect from such a hit. I will tell y'all that these elemental armors are actual armor. They work as medium armor. Armor absorbs half of your damage and super weird. The cool thing about elemental armor with this power is it can never be destroyed. Regular armor only has a certain amount of hit points. So basically, it's got permanent half damage reduction. What's up?
So is he fatigued for 1 round then?
Fatigue for what?
For the critical wound type?
Well, what's it say?
Says uh, for a critical, it's 5 HP or MP damage and fatigued 1 round.
Yeah, yeah, it does say that, doesn't it? Wow, we've never really had to deal with this because I rolled a 19 on the dice, and you fucking rolled really well. That's
This has
five.
got to
So
be the first crit for sure.
it's going to be 3. It's the first critical wound. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be 3 hit points and 3 mental points. The other hit point damage. Oh, it's going to be full armor can't absorb mental point damage, but he's taking 3 of those hit points. It's going to do the same amount of mental point damage. So it's going to be 3 hit points, 3 mental points, and fatigue for a round, which is basically going to give him disadvantage on all those rolls.
I don't think he takes mental point damage because I attacked him with a body attack. I think you just have the slash in there to say that's how much damage it does.
Well, yeah, depending on the type, you're right. The thing is, the difference for a critical wound is that such a severe injury. I was thinking that it should tack on mental point damage, but you're absolutely right. It's either hit point or mental point. That's what the slash is. I would, if this was a biological creature that was capable of having fear and mental injury, I would tack on mental point damage just as the GM. But this is a bot. So we're not going to. You know what? It's a simulation. It's supposed to be simulating a real creature. So we're going to hit it with some mental point damage as well. So I'm going to give it 3 hit point, 3 mental point. The mental point damage is going to manifest for this bot more as like not computing. There was so much of an overcharge of pain injury that was so traumatic at once that you've like fried the system partially. And that's how this will be mental point damage for this bot. And then fatigued means is they're going to be at disadvantage for all their rolls uh, for a full run.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fucking major hit. All right. Anything else for your turn?
I'm passing it off to Hugh.
Threadline's becoming the fucking Punisher. That's what Threadline's becoming. Nah, this isn't Black Widow. This is getting to be fucking straight up Punisher style. I love it. He's Frank Castling it, y'all. You getting castled. All right. that's going to bring us to your turn, Hugh. You saw missing of Brock with his sword, or hitting but bouncing off of this rock-like exterior, and then you see a miss on one shot from Threadline, then a major hit that should have been more significant, but still, we're going to say that the fatigue is that the bot is trying to redirect some of its systems away from that heavily damaged area. So it's having to focus some energy on like redirecting its circuits. Hugh, you're up.
He was going to spend his full round action going invisible.
Okay. How does this
And
look or not look to the people around you? Go around action is mean that's everything, really. Except for you could take a free action if you want.
so how this looks is
Is it a sneeze still?
yeah, it's still a sneeze. Guys, don't worry, I have a plan. That's you. Okay, change of plans. That's
And
my
then
turn for now, but I do actually have a plan.
And then you watch as your boy goes from being big and obvious to not being there anymore. All right. Uh, that's going to bring us to the Superbot turn. The Superbot is, in fact, oh man, this is hilarious. I'm looking at these powers and I've got so many options. I won't pull that one out just yet. Is going to, as it turns into fire, is going to lash out at Brock and punch with a flaming fist that is coming scorchingly at you, brother. I need a body counter check. Oh, I'm at disadvantage. I'm fatigued.
Again,
Well, good thing I'm fatigued because it caused me to miss. As you see a kind of non-rhythmic, almost robotic hit in their punch, as you realize that some of their systems are still focused on the trauma from that critical hit, and redirecting those systems as it's going to swing at you. Then it came with a cross. It's going to come uppercutting with another flaming fist. Actually, as it turns to rock, it's going to come uppercutting with a rock fist.
nine.
You smell what the rock is cooking. Oh shit! I'm still at disadvantage. Fuck! Damn it!
Thanks,
Threadline.
Threadline.
I
Sure.
would have hit you both times. I would have hit you on the first roll. So instead, I missed twice. So again, it's this real non-rhythmic, real hitch in the throw that gives you plenty of time to dodge. Still recovering from that major critical hit. Because that's going to be it for the Superbot's turn. Armin, hey babe, just do what they said, man. They got this. We're gonna stay back. You don't mess up that pretty face. How you feeling? You all right? She's, damn it. I, I just I wish they could have figured out a better way to save me than crushing my ribs. Seems like, I don't know. You're all right, babe. At least you're all right. Yeah, guess I shouldn't complain, but damn it. What am I going to tell dad? Apparently, they've built in full personalities on these units to help it be a realistic simulation. As then we're going to go back up to the top. Brock, round two, as the timer is now ticked up to 121 seconds.
Brock's gonna chance it with his offhand. He's gonna go for a jab at the face, and another jab at the face, and if either one of those lands, a third jab at the face, thanks to martial artist.
All right. Body checks for each one.
The first one's going to
And
be a 4.
yeah, that hit. That hits and does a major one. So it would be 2 hit points, but you realize that it's a lot harder because you do hit it when it's rock. So it's actually going to be halved. And
Then the second attack is a 13.
damn disadvantage. You hit for another minor wound. Minor wounds automatically do damage. The armor doesn't uh, take away the 1 hit point. So, all right.
And the last one's an 11.
Man. Fuck. You would have missed, and then the disadvantage again. So, son of a bitch.
Threadline, you're getting 2 pizzas at the employee appreciation party. You're getting 2
Another-
pizzas.
This thing's looking rough. Yeah, as the first blast hit it, and even though it's got this armor, you've smashed it down. You've done 6 hit points of damage past 2 turns. All right. Anything else?
That's it for Brock. That was an all-out attack for Brock.
Don't you get a third?
Yeah, I hit 3 times. It was the first one was an actual hit at 4, and then it was a 13, and then an 11. You called them all.
So
You called them all out. I think all 3 hit.
You hit that one. I only remember I've only rolled for 2 counter check.
Okay, so the first one I rolled was
The
a 4.
first one hit.
The second was a 13.
Okay.
And then the last one was an 11.
Okay, last one misses.
Okay.
So same result. Yeah, I got mixed up with all the extra rolls I was having to do. That's why you don't stack disadvantage or advantage. Imagine if you had to roll like 3 or 4 times. Triple disadvantage. All right. So well done, Brock. Threadline, it's back to you. This this bot looks like it's been severely damaged.
I'm hoping to keep that train rolling. I'm gonna unload 2 more off the clip.
Do it.
And these are 3 seconds and 8.
3 and an 8.
I'll actually use 2 super points to bring that 3 down to a 1. Because why not?
I mean,
I got the super
do you really
points.
want to? Because it's a 9. It won't change anything. I rolled a 9.
I guess I won't then, since you're being nice about it.
Yeah, I don't want you to waste it. Second one barely hits. So both hit for just minimal damage, but you do see that you blasted away in that same area that you hit earlier. So it's got this big chunk out of its like torso, and you could see exposed wiring in between these splashes of armor changing. And there's sparks and smoke. It looks very heavily damaged. Uh, Anything else for Threadline?
Oh.
You.
He was going to get as close to barrel as his turn will allow. I don't know if that uses up just all my movement or movement and an action to dash.
It's about 50 feet, so you got short distance movement, so you could get
I got
about
medium
right.
distance just hulking.
Oh, you're hulking, yeah. All right, so you're good. You can get all the way there.
And then Hugh is going to wait until the rock surrounding Beryl. Is that also changing in conjunction with the at the same time as the bot, like switching from rock, ice, fire, rock, ice, fire, or is that just staying rock?
It's just staying as rock.
Okay. I just take one quick look at the power list. I am going to sneak up on the bot and attempt to grapple it.
Okay.
While it's not on fire. Like, I'm going to wait for the shift when it's not on fire and then grab it.
All right. So every few moments it changes. So it's fire. You've got ice. You got rock. So when are we grabbing them?
As soon as it is no longer on fire, he was going to try to grab it.
All right. So give me your advantage grapple check since you're hulking. Oh no!
What happened?
Weird fell?
You'll see. What'd you roll?
Oh god, it might be a weird win.
I got a weird win, though. Does that cancel out their weird win or what?
Yeah, I got a weird fell.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you're grabbing a full out this power oven, even in my pocket. As you go to grapple and grab from your invisibility, your invisibility ends as soon as you go to physically interact with another object. And you first have a solid hold. And then the head turns 180. And whereas the face facing you, the visor was red, the other one is green. And as soon as you go to grab it, it hits to fire. And you no longer are able to grab hold because you're going to be scorched. The reality itself seems to have been twisted within this virtual reality by this harbinger of chaos who convert one of their roll results to a good weird with a free action. It is once per short rest. So it's good weird versus good weird, canceling out. Otherwise, you would be burned and burning. But you are able to avoid that. You're no longer invisible, and they have exhausted their one use of that. The other thing that they could do with our chaos is they could have manifested any chosen weird power. So I was actually having that in my back pocket, and I was going to heal myself of all that damage y'all done.
Good job, Hugh.
Completely fuck you. So you did burn. That's like burning a legendary save.
Yeah, I was about to say it sounds like a layer action almost. God damn, that sucks.
That's a legendary save.
Did he still get any super points?
Yeah, take 3 super points regardless. Good call on that, Caden. Good remembering. So that's clutch for you. That gives you a weird power right there, basically. As what else for your turn? That would have been your movement and your action so far.
Part of the four-armed power is I can make a standard attack with my arms as a quick action. And instead of attacking the bot, which is probably still on fire, I am going to instead try and smash the rock containing barrel.
Okay. Barrel's been smashing at it for a while with no success. So Barrel's a big ass strong bear. You know this is going to be challenging. So you can go ahead and roll. You're hulking. You're good at this stuff, so you have advantage.
32.
No, I don't need to roll. A dirty 2 is enough to crack the rock and do some significant damage to it. And now, as Barrel is bashing at it, it's actually starting to widen the crack a little bit. So it looks like you've at least put a dent into this room.
The original plan, if the Harbinger of Chaos thing didn't kick in, that is a power that really comes in clutch, apparently. He was going to take the bot and then just smash it against the rock.
Hell yeah.
2 birds with 1 stone.
It would have been cool. Yeah. The thing is, these powers that are like super useful and badass, they all have controls. Like he can't do it again. It's like once per combat. Once per combat. Y'all, you know the forearm power, you can rip a limb off of a grappled creature once per combat. I don't know if y'all ever saw that one, but I used that one in Chris's game. Didn't I? Wasn't that in your game where I did that?
I don't remember that.
Yes. No. In one of
Weird
our
Wednesday.
in Weird Wednesday, yeah. I think you had Rainstorm.
I think it was-
Rainstorm used it against Oil. Remember, he was an ooze creature, so you like took his arm off and like
Okay.
slapped with his own arm and sent him into.
Yeah.
Oil took a beating.
Well, when you do that, it does a critical wound. It's like a body shot, a critical wound, and it stuns them for a round. It's once per short rest. So it's like really useful against if you're fighting a single opponent or like just one or two. And one thing to keep in your back. But yeah, there's shit like that in some of the powers. So yeah, I mean, think about it. It's a comic book. Shit like that. It's like Chewbacca pulling the arm off in Star Wars. You know. All right. So that's it for you, Hugh?
Yep, that's it.
The Superbot, as it's kind of stumbling, as its mechanics have been all fucked up, it's severely injured. It's burnt, one of its fail safes here, as it's continuing to flash between the different elements. It is going to lash out at you, Hugh. And it's going to wait till it's flaming and lash out with a flaming limb. Damn it! Rolled a 19.
Yeah, I got a 9 for the body counter check.
Yeah, 17. That's going to be a miss. It's going to lash out at you one more time. No longer fatigued because it's been passed around.
Another 9.
Yeah, another miss. Oh yeah, I'm rolling high. So whoosh, whoosh, it's just lashing at you. It's not really in good shape at this point, so it's not. Its targeting system looks to be fucked up. It's just doing its best to struggle here.
Just grabbing it. I probably smudged oil or something on the sensors accidentally. You know how you grab glasses and that, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, a lot of its focus is going on the systems that are damaged and rerouting and just not being able to perform certain functions. All right, so Armin, Isabella, and the bear. Armin is. They almost got him, babe. They almost got him. Well, they'll get us out of here. They're good at this shit. Shit. I just want to get in the bath. Barrel. I'm gonna do a strength check at advantage because he's a fucking bear. Just not having great success. Just does a little bit of damage to the rock that's holding him. It widens the cracks just slightly, but yeah, seems to be at least programmed maybe with not as much strength as the bear really has. We'll say that. As we get back to your turn, Brock.
We're gonna copy the same strategy as last round. Does a headbutt count as an unarmed attack? Yeah, Brock's gonna just try to headbutt this guy 3 times.
Unless you got a weapon on your
in
head.
his face.
Unless you got a knife strapped to your head.
Well, he does wear a helmet, but I guess that's just that's just part of his costume.
Helmet's good for a head bash too.
So we got 4, 6, and 7 in that order.
7.
Are you doing 3 head bashes?
Yeah.
Okay. First one hits for a major wound. Second one hits for a major wound. Last roll was a 7.
Yes.
Okay. It would be really helpful if you put them in
in
the
chat.
chat.
I got you.
Yeah. And, it just helps speed things up and keep it flowing. So, what's Brock's finishing move?
Awesome.
As he headbutts this thing into oblivion.
I think he runs up when it's in its rock form and like grabs down like into its like chest cover, headbutts, and then while it's like kind of wobbling on its last leg, headbutts again and then throws it into the rocks that are holding Barrel.
Okay. We're just gonna say that that's so badass. Everybody take 3 super points. Brock, take an additional super point for the finishing move here, and the cool RP. As that throw into the rocks after the damage Hugh's done and Barrel's done is enough to break the rocks away to where Barrel busts out of the rocks, falling to a mess of just junk on the ground. Is this super bot no longer super? As Barrel's free, kind of nods at you all, and then Armin and Barrel run into each other's arms for a bear hug. We are gonna go ahead and take a break right there, and we're gonna pick up right after the bear hug, as the timer is ticking up to 1:31. You find yourselves in the cell of this hive, but both the doors are blocked by rock barriers, granite, mineralized barriers, and you realize the clock's still ticking. You've got the 3 hostages. Barrel looks to be uninjured. Armin, he got scorched on his shoulder, slight injury. Isabella, falling from 60 feet up, was caught but crushed some ribs, minor injury, and the clock is still ticking as your entrance is blocked that you came in, exit, take a break, and then we'll pick right back up right here after just 5 minutes. It's the greatest story ever written. And when I say that, I'm an English major. I've studied all the greatest stories ever written, from Gilgamesh to Beowulf to the Iliad and the Odyssey to all through every major piece of every major time period, different cultures, all the epics, and One Piece is the greatest story ever written. I would just have to say, when it comes to character development, plot, themes, every theme you can imagine from life is in there.
Yeah.
And yeah,
it's
just
not
the artistry.
that's not hyperbole. Oda does a real good job of being able to be super silly, whimsical 1 minute, and then even going to like super dramatic, and sad the next. Especially with like arcs like Dressrosa, which I think is a masterclass in storytelling.
For sure. I understand criticisms of people who think it does drag because it takes a long time to get from setting to setting and place to place, but there's good payoff. You have to be in the right mind frame for it, and you have to. It takes a certain type of person to want to sit there and get that invested. It was similar vibe to the first season of Critical Role, where the characters were really fun, NPCs were really fun. They delve into real issues, but it always came back to slice of life and friendship, family. So that being said, we're here to get super weird, fellas. You all just rescued the third hostage in this combat simulation. Uh, all three hostages rescued, two of them minorly injured. Third one seems unscathed at this point. However, there is a timer ticking. 131, 132, 133. And both of the exits entrances are blocked at this point. The world is yours.
All right, we're missing an objective somewhere. Let's divide our efforts. I'll go deal with the exit, see if there's just a way we can break through. Y'all maybe search. Maybe there's another enemy or something around, or some kind of trigger we're missing. Yeah, Brock's gonna move over to the exit door and investigate the stone there and see if he can just break it, or if there's any clue there.
Yeah. It looks like where there was that field that was red that looked like probably the exit for this room, as it has been for the others, is instead encased in rock. And you're welcome to do whatever you want to try to figure out what's going on. You can, if you want to give me a body check to investigate it. If all y'all want to give me body and mind checks, you can do an investigation and a perception.
6 from Brock.
We're going to call these situational analysis checks. It's going to include an investigation and a perception. And I'm going to actually average your two rolls together.
So that my first one was a 6 for body,
It's an attempt.
10 for
8.
mind.
We got an 8. We got a 6.5. And we got a 9. All right. So, Threadline, it looks like you're trapped in here, and it's pretty obvious that the way out is through the rock that is encasing the northernmost room, probably the exit. You don't really get anything else. You hear the buzzing of the insects in the hive around you, heavy, thick, waxy walls, the entrance through which you came. We're going to paint it like this. Instead of it being rock encased, it is now like been replaced by this waxy wall. So it looks like there's only one way out of this room, and it's the rock covered passage that's to the north. That's about what you get as well, Brock. And then Hugh, it seems like each of these rooms had some type of caveat. The first one was those 3 drones that appeared, wasps that appeared. The second one was the gravity, and this one seems to be that your exit's been blocked. You don't see anything in the room that looks like it could be helpful. At this point, what y'all are gathering is that just like to break barrel free, it's probably going to be brute force.
All right.
I'm going to say it took y'all about 10 seconds to fully think through, analyze the room. And it's at 141, 142. So
Okay, Hugh is going to.
Go ahead.
All right, guys, stand back. Brock, this is going to get messy. And, why did I do that?
Brock's gonna step back but make sure he's between whatever Hugh's about to try and Isabella, so she doesn't get hurt any further. I'll let Armin or Threadline worry about the other 2.
He was going to wait till they're a little more than a short distance radius away. And he is going to. If he can't smash the rock directly, he is going to smash the ground directly in front of the rock.
Okay. Give me a strength check at advantage.
That is a 7.
You definitely can bash into the rock. I don't need to roll, I'll do a DR. Yeah, as you use what you're made for, your massive strength and size, and you actually break apart, blast apart this rock that crumbles into larger pieces of rock and rubble, as revealed to you is this shimmering green screen. We're going to say that that's about 10 more seconds. So it's about one more round. 151, 152.
All right, everyone, go.
Hostages first. Send Armin, Isabella, and Beryl through.
As you'll head into this room, you see that there are, in fact, 3 different exits, each one with a red X over them. As the clock's ticking, 151, 152.
Armin one, Beryl the other, Isabella the last.
Okay. Now, as you call that out and y'all begin rushing forward, you realize that, yes, we'll just say the GhostStrat app just throws up some information for you that you need to get. Each exit is for one of the hostages and one of the agents, that you can't send more than one hostage through a single exit. Now, as y'all are rushing forward and that happens, I need
Oh god,
a
this is the
roll.
last room. No.
Yeah. Wow, chicka, wow, chicka. Wow. You get weird now. Your boss music begin playing. Wow. It gets weird. Wow.
There's an awful lot
Boss
of
music
health
begin
packs around,
playing.
and this room's really big and empty.
I need a D6. Halved. Who it was? Caden rolled our last D6, so it's going to be Silas. Wow, chicka gets weird now. Wow, chicka gets weird now.
That's a 2.
Like a robotic version. All right. As you rush forward and say, and Brock calls out, all right, Armin, Isabella, Beryl. As y'all run forward, the 3 of them actually run into each other. And actually, you see melting away their forms of your actual client. And you see 3 superbots that actually link together into this circle, and they grab and they meld together. And then you see above their head ticking 30, 29, 28. We're going to go in initiative order. Brock, what's your move? As the GhostStrat app reveals escape or disarm the bomb to finish the simulation. You got two options. Y'all can either rush through the 3 doors with no hostages, or you can attempt to somehow defuse this bomb within the 30-second timer, which is going to be 3 rounds. Or if y'all get blown up with the bomb, then all y'all die and the hostages. So it's your goal, Brock.
Oof.
Tick, tick, tick.
Brock's
The main timer and the bomb timer are both ticking.
gonna run up to the bomb and try to at least break the casing, so that whoever can act next can at least see the interior of the bomb. Disarm it! We gotta disarm it!
Okay, you see that each of the bots has their own display, and that there are 3 symbols on each of the displays.
What are the symbols?
All right, let's put this action on the map. So we've got in the center of the room our 3 previous hostages, now a bomb. Running up is Brock. We'll say that we'll put Threadline in here right here. All right, Brock, give me situational analysis check. It's going to be a body and a mind. There's 2 other curveballs for the other 2 teams that are totally different, by the way. That's the end.
This is crazy.
Body
I
6,
was not
mind
ready for
7.
this.
Yeah, no, me neither. This wasn't what I was expecting for sure.
Good. Finally, even Brother Brain didn't fucking work. 6.5. So you notice that on all 3 of the displays is the same 3 symbols as with that roll. That's pretty good. The symbols seem to indicate each of the 3 individuals, and they're tied to the 3 individuals somehow. So there's a symbol of a like sunglasses face. There's a symbol of a tiara, and there's a symbol of a bear claw.
And
Each of the
each
bots
visor has all 3 symbols on it. Okay.
and each of the bots has a symbol on their back and front. One of them has the sunglasses symbol. One of them has the bear, and one of them has the tiara.
Okay. I want to run up to the one that has the symbol of the bear, and I want to poke the bear symbol on the display.
You hear red X, and that in fact is your turn. You can have a free action if you want to call something out, but
Don't do
movement
that.
action will get there. It's going to take an action to activate these symbols.
That's
Okay.
okay. He,
What'd you call it?
he called out, "Don't do that," and that's the end of Brock's turn.
Okay. Sideline.
All right. My last gonna run up. I assume Brock gave us the information that he gathered, right? Okay. I want to press the symbol of what would like resemble Armin's symbol.
No, remember,
So, first of all, since it's your turn, give me a situational analysis check.
Okay.
Which is going to be a body and a mind. This is combining your skills of investigation with your skills of uh, discernment.
Deduction.
Deduction.
Body is a mine.
Deduction
Mine is a 6.
and insight. Oh, 5.5. Okay. So you notice what I described. Each of these bots has a symbol on them, and then each of their visors has 3 symbols that match those symbols. It is a sunglass face, it is a TR, and a bear claw.
Okay. Can I press the sunglass face one?
Okay, so what do you mean? There's a bot with a sunglass face on the bot, and then there's each, and then the visor has the sunglass, the bear, and the tiara on all 3 of them. So you're pushing the sunglass symbol on which of the bots?
Oh, I thought Brock pressed a button earlier.
No,
So
Brock.
it's a button symbol, whatever. It's on their visors. It's a holographic touchscreen. So each of them has the same 3 symbols on their visor. So there's 3 bots, right? And they're all connected together into this bomb. They each have a visor. Each of their visors has the same 3 symbols: a sunglass symbol, a tiara symbol, and a bear claw symbol. Then each of those 3 bots only has a single symbol on themselves. One of them has a sunglass symbol, one of them has a bear symbol, one of them has a tiara symbol.
Okay, I got you now. Okay,
And,
so
and Brock
I
ran
want
up to
to
the
run up.
one with the bear symbol and poked the bear symbol on the glasses and got a big X and said, "Don't do that."
Okay, we'll call them emblems and symbols. The emblems are what's on the bot.
Yeah.
We got a bear emblem, a sunglass emblem, and a TR emblem, and then the symbols are what's on their visors.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the one that's on the left, the green X on the left, and what emblem does that one have on it?
We'll say that that's the bot with the sunglass emblem.
Okay, I'm gonna press the tiara one on that one
Okay,
on the face.
you run up as you run up to the as you run up to the bot with the sunglass emblem on the left, and you push the tiara symbol. A green check.
Oh, let's go. That was such a lucky guess.
As that bot disengages from the other 2 and stands and turns to face you, no longer part of the bomb. Just looks to be awaiting your orders as the form changes back into Armin. You got to save my babe. Get her. Bear, Beryl and I would never be the same if something happened to Izza. As he kind of steps back, do something. What the hell's going on? And kind of gives y'all room. Threadline, you'd have a free action.
I'll just tell Armin to stay back.
Yeah,
Tell
got you.
him to go through the door.
Please save her. We'll say in this room that the 3 exits are all in the north, and there's just kind of 3 doors in the north, one for each of y'all and the hostages. So he steps over out of the way as your clock's continuing to tick down. 155, 156, and we come to Hugh's turn.
All right. Watching what the other 2 did, Hugh is going to walk up to the bot that has not been pressed yet, and he's going to press the bear claw symbol.
All right, so we'll say that Chris ran up and touched the bear emblem bot, and he touched the bear symbol and got an X.
Yeah,
You're
so now
running
he's
up
walking
to
up
the
to
bot with
the tiara
tiara.
one and pressing the bear
Okay.
claw.
As you do, you get a green check. in a green.
And since I have the four-armed trait, the four-armed trait is make a standard attack as a quick action. As my attack, can I press the sunglasses symbol on the bear claw emblem bot as a quick action?
Only not because it would have taken your full movement. Well, you've already moved, so you can't move again. So you can't get there.
All right.
Otherwise, yeah, I would say yeah, we could qualify that. But unfortunately, there's enough space where you'd have to be at. It's like for the same target is what that means, right? Or a target that's right there.
Bear in
So
mind, I'm
there,
still hulking, so I do have like a medium movement speed, not short.
yeah. Well, you can't move twice though. You can't move and then move again after you do an action. And we really talked about that and decided because think about how much of a disaster that could. I move 10 feet, I attack. I move 10 more feet, I'm attack again. I'll move. It's like, okay, 30 minutes later, this dude's turn's over. So good, well done. This bot steps back, visor now green, and changes to Isabella, still holding her ribs. Thank you. Please save Beryl. He's
I
just a big
will.
teddy.
And as a free action, he was just going, "We will just get through the doors. We'll get Beryl.
It's all right,
Get to
babe.
safety."
Get him. Armin runs over, and they both look really concerned, like concerned parents over Beryl, who's not really there, but in bot form now and continuing to tick down. 157, 158, as 159, 160, 161. Brock.
Hitting the glasses.
Okay. As you walk up to the bear emblemed bot, and you hit the glasses, same thing. The red flashing turns to a green solid color as the bot resumes the form of Beryl. Beryl, come here. And I'll say that they all run together and begin to embrace as you've got 161, 162,
Doors, get out.
63. All right. Who's grabbing who and headed through the doors?
I'll run with Armin through the furthest doors to the left.
Okay.
Hugh is running with Beryl far right.
All right.
Thread line, come on.
All right, I'll grab Isabella and I'll go through the middle door.
Hey, don't grab me. Fuck off me. Let's go. As they run, the three of them with you through the three doors. And as you head through the green again barrier, instead of finding yourselves in another hive nest, you find yourselves suspended now below giant holographic scoreboard. You have the
Yeah, we
ghost
did it.
strat having manifested in holographic form as this giant gorilla with a suit on. Simulation complete. Total time 163 seconds.
Hold my hand up for a high five.
Hostages, 3 hostages rescued, 2 with slight injuries, to agents, no catastrophic failure. Teamwork analysis in progress. Final boss indication of knowledge of client. Report will be generated and provided to supervisors. Y'all receive a log out option to take you out of the super. All right. As you find yourselves digitally being taken through this network and finally being redeposited after what seems like a very long time, but in fact was less than 3 minutes. of action.
Kinda
Felt
crazy.
like 2 days almost.
No, it felt like a
like
week.
8 hours, I'd say at least.
Oh yeah, a whole week's passed. You find yourselves back in the conference room where you left, and the world is yours, you three.
Well done,
Right.
fellas. I'll review the report, obviously, and can't really grade us till we see how the other teams do. But personally, felt good. Only mark against us is Isabella did take a damage. Did take hurt during there. Probably could have figured out a better idea to get her up from a high space other than, be a human cushion. Or an alien cushion. My first thought is one of us can sling web. Like a net. Might have done good.
Did he make it? Also, great job on the combat thread line. That was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Good shooting, for sure. Especially in that last room.
Compliments confirmed. You guys did good too.
That's the correct response, Redline. Really good. You're improving. All right. Do y'all have any notes? I think Ghost Rat did a great job setting that up. I gave him some random parameters. I had no clue what we were going to be in for. Do y'all want anything specific next time we do this? Any notes? Hostage operation seemed like a good idea.
Nothing from me.
Deadline?
We have non-robotic opponents in the future.
What? I'm sure the simulation can make anything, but yeah. Actually, brings me to my next point. Now that we're done with the work approved, corporate approved side of activities here, in regards to my message that I sent you to, I want to do some non-robotic training. I'm sure y'all saw the note. He looks around, makes sure no doors are open or
Okay,
anything like that.
I was waiting for it. Everybody, give me a situational analysis check as y'all go to have this conversation. Chris, you missed my joke. I didn't want to interrupt your RP, but you said I was thinking maybe a net could have helped, and I said, "Who's a net?"
My next PC, Annette.
Is that your average, Silas?
Oh, I didn't realize there was also a
Situational
Yeah,
analysis of body and mind.
So it's a new one. We
body
just
was
did in
10,
this
mind
session.
is 5. Let me just put that in the chat.
All right, 7.5, 13.5.
Brock's too excited. He's not paying attention really. He's been wanting to talk about this for days.
Redline is you're very secretive and you have to be careful when you're talking about things you want people to hear. And as you look around, see multiple devices that could be used to listen in on you and watch in on you. And you also look at a few chairs and pieces of furniture, and you realize that there's been word that at least one of the people you're involved in can change into pieces of furniture and chairs. None of them look unusual, but you do realize that this is not going to be a safe place to have a conversation.
I don't trust the furniture.
Is that what he says?
Hearing that, Brock actually, like, that's that actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, let's keep our work conversations at work. We can talk off the clock.
Yeah. Does anyone have a area they trust?
Hmm. We could swing by my apartment after work.
Yeah, let's do it.
The potted plant in the corner says, "Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
Ah!
I'll meet you there."
Damn it!
We
We're
just,
back
oh
in
shit!
the
Wait a second.
woods.
We just told him where we were meeting.
We're back in the woods.
Let's not talk here. Let's tell whoever's listening exactly where we're gonna talk.
That
Let's
is
go.
a fair point. Legit wasn't thinking that.
I mean, legitimately wasn't intending on bringing them to my actual apartment. We were just gonna walk on the way there and then get into a back alley.
Oh, clever.
It's funny.
Yeah, Hugh doesn't want y'all seeing what's going on in his apartment. He didn't want to.
Let's not talk here. Let's talk at the secret place. You know, the one at 5276
Yeah.
East Lane on.
I know a nice roof.
The keys on like the top of the door frame.
Yeah,
Fake
place the keys
rock.
under the rug.
The password is password 1.
Don't tell anybody. Just meet me there. Big Sharp.
Speaking our secret language, you know the one where all the words are backwards and there's a B between every syllable.
It's very though. It's immersive because this is your characters actually learning how to survive and how to be sneaky. So it's legitimate growing pains. As yeah, at this point, y'all don't feel like you could have a guaranteed conversation that's secret in here.
I think Silence mentioned Hugh
But
has a plan, so I imagine we're still just going to follow Hugh and see what
big
Hugh's
Latin, our
plan
own big
is.
secret language. All right, so you are headed out to go on a walkabout.
Sounds like it.
All right. As you head out of the SupPR LA offices, you find yourselves in the bustling Mega Mart. The top ground floor of our Capra compound here, no, Capra Corpus City here in Los Angeles. The ground floor is a Mega Mart, all different types of goods and services. In fact, most people who do business in the area do it within the Mega Mart because nobody else can compete. It'd be like trying to have a little hardware store and a little produce stand next to a Walmart. What has happened is the produce stands and such have moved inside the Mega Mart are now renting spaces and doing business in there. And of course, Caprico getting plenty of the profit. So as you head out into this bustling area, you see a number and smell a number of food places around, as well as your competitor, Mutual of Mom, which is nearby as you're in the section for these types of services. And people walking past you of various different cultures and types, also non-people around. About one out of every 10 person will say, yeah, probably less than that. One out of every 100, but they stand out is somebody who is slithering by or floating by or crawling by instead of walking by, as you have a good mix of various folks. You make your way where? Where are y'all headed?
Following Hugh.
Hugh is going to head about halfway to where his actual apartment is, and then he's going to make a sharp right into a different alley,
Whoa. Where we going,
just
Hugh?
to make sure that we are not being followed.
Okay, as y'all are checking to see if you're being followed, y'all are following Hugh who dips into an alley. Everybody give me situational awareness checks. They're going to be body and mind.
I use a super point for my body.
I love situational awareness checks. I don't know why they don't exist in D&D. Because perception does it cover. You're not just perceiving what's happening. You've all got to observe it first.
No, I actually really like the idea of a situational awareness check.
Yeah, they're clutch, and they make so much sense. Because again, you're using your senses and your mind to figure out what's going on. All right, 7.5, 5 point. All right, with an 11, it doesn't seem like anybody's following you. It doesn't seem like many people are paying attention to you. Threadline. Same for you, Hugh. Don't really
I will
notice
mention
anything.
Hugh is not in his hulking form. He's back to being regular Canadian.
That's important to know. Yeah. You, Brock, notice that this alley has some like trash cans and a dumpster, and you have a brief flash of a scanner light coming from within the dumpster, like a just green flash
Within the dumpster?
from inside the dumpster.
Hey, guys. Point towards the dumpster. Quiet voice. Each on one side. I'll open it. Be ready to attack. On my command.
He was
So,
going to quietly go over onto the side of the dumpster that's farther away from the part where they came in, just so Threadline can be on the part that's easier to run away.
I feel like we should spend a good 10-15 minutes on the dumpster thing. Tell me the whole plan. How many inches are each of you from the dumpster? And the smell's not great. I'll tell you that right now. So one of the first things you notice as you approach is that there's dumpster stank happening all up in this bitch. There's rats scattering around and roaches through the alley, as this seems to be where some of the restaurants throw some of their bio trash, include maybe grease trap shit, as it does have one of those dumpster grease traps. I don't know if y'all ever worked at a restaurant or seen what I'm talking about. When I was 15 years old, I got to be the one that emptied those for Applebee's. Great memory. Y'all are gonna smell for a while, even after you leave this place. So what's the plan here? The world's yours.
He was also going to make sure that he's going to look around, see if there's like a stick or a pipe that he can use to not directly touch the dumpster.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a stick, but there's like an old piece of a bent piping and some rebar. You don't know how much cleaner any of that's going to be. It's lying on the ground in the area.
If nothing else, it's something that whatever's in the dumpster can't grab to hit us with. So he's going to grab the piece of rebar and he's going to quietly, like, sort of motion the broken pipe to Threadline, see if he wants to grab it.
Pull out my sword. My short sword.
Yeah.
I'll give you-
Brock's gonna just look at both of them. Like, I just saw this dude turn into a giant fucking alien and he's grabbing rebar.
Well, we're also in an alley, so it's not like he wants to blow his cover.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Once they're on the opposite sides of the dumpster, Brock's gonna lift it.
Okay. As you quickly lift open the dumpster, you see this green glowing raccoon who's chewing on a piece of cabbage starts fucking chittering at you, as apparently this raccoon has become radioactive somehow, and it starts fucking chittering at you and it drops and it starts jumping towards you. Give me a body counter check. As Brock, you're the one that opened the lid. as it's coming for your face.
I'm gonna spin a super point to reroll that. I
Yeah,
don't,
you might want
I
to.
don't want rabies this early in.
Radioactive rabies.
Oh, this is your hero origin story. Your second hero origin story. You turn into Raccoon Man.
My villain
Man.
origin.
Oh no.
Boom!
We're
Dr. Coon.
We're gonna go with 3.
Is that what you're going to go with? I hope that's what you rolled.
Well,
No, we're going to go with
Who knows?
It's not what I rolled.
Who knows? Who knows?
I'm going to go with 3. Okay. Well, good enough to oh shit, jump out of the way as the raccoon lunges past y'all. I see this like green glowing raccoon, and it skitters off down the alley.
Okay, maybe we
Okay, I
overreacted.
personally would have suggested that we leave the alley instead of investigating the obviously dangerous thing, but
Well,
okay, is there anyone else around?
if someone's following us, we would want to know, wouldn't we? What if it was a mom?
I mean, yeah, but if you see things, you might as well just head out and find a different hiding spot.
True, but again, what if it was a mom bot? If a mom bot knew we were going to be here, then that means she's following us.
Mm.
Dreadline raises his hand.
Dreadline question.
Can we just? I don't really remember. Isn't there like what we just did? Like earlier today, can't we? I thought there was like some type of feature talk.
Yeah, the super room is actually recommended for secret meetings, as it's highly secured digital space.
Yeah, but yes, but I also believe the secret
It's a
room
work thing.
is work related, and it wouldn't surprise me if you know, our bosses are listening in, or looking in on that, and we have obviously been tapped. Mom does know where we're going to be before we're there. And this
Yeah, I
isn't
wasn't going to say it while we were there, but we're not actually heading to my apartment. We're finding a different secondary location.
I would hope so. Otherwise, we need to increase your pay because this is looking disgusting. I would not live. I would not live in this alleyway, even if I were hiding myself. No, it's what I'm about to suggest is something that corporate kind of suggested for us, but doesn't necessarily want to be affiliated with. So, first warning is remember anything in regards to this, costume up, no logos. Don't want to be associated with SupPR. This operation is the idea of drawing more talent back to LA. Folks have left, scared because of the mega monsters. We've seen them. Part of our team fought goats recently. Another part of them almost got killed by giant rattlesnakes. Or copperheads. Some kind of giant snakes. They're out there. We need to control that. Bring the talent pool back to LA. I know I'm up for it. Judging from y'all's skills and performance, not only in the simulation, but with Spud. I think y'all are a good choice for it too. So this is me offering y'all a job on the side, fighting mega monsters. To make LA a little more hospitable.
Wait, so we get a new job?
It's pro bono.
A side
first.
job is what he's saying.
We'll see where it goes. A hobby. Let's think of it
Oh,
as
oh.
a weekly game night.
I thought a job. Okay.
Maybe
So,
on Sundays.
so the so nothing changes except we do more work.
Correct. But it will increase, hopefully, the standing reputation of SupPR just through, more clients coming back to LA, which could mean increased pay. Because the business thrives, we thrive. But we'll be doing this not as representatives of SupPR LA.
I'm in.
You, thanks. We'll have to kill you if you don't agree, Threadline.
That's a joke, probably.
It's a
Dead.
joke. It's a joke.
Try.
I'm not gonna
Whole
try.
initiative.
I think I know what the next simulation is gonna be.
Threadline says, "Wait a second. Can I walk 100 yards away first?"
I should go for it,
Honestly,
just
the way
continue.
Caden's rolls are, I'm pretty sure Threadline would ace Brock in a second. Oh,
Hold
great
that thought.
success.
I'm gonna go on top of that building.
Understood.
I mean, think about it, Threadline. No one's forcing your hand on this. We're not gonna fire you, let you go. There'll be no demerits. I'm not gonna. You'll still be a valued member of the SupPR team, whether you choose to do this or not.
Do an insight check because I thought he was telling the truth until he said that last part.
Oh shit!
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll be a 7.
Brock is likable. I do have likability.
Are you lying? Are you lying?
No, he's not lying. He's not gonna kill. He's not gonna kill Threadline because he doesn't want to go fight monsters with him.
Oh, I didn't think so. Oh, I thought that's what you're checking, Threadline.
I thought that's what he was.
I thought you were checking if he's just being truthful about the situation,
Oh, like not firing him.
or like
Um,
just being honest in general
gonna
about the offer.
am I gonna get retaliated against? For,
Oh,
Yeah, no. Brock's not gonna. Brock won't retaliate. I can honestly say Brock's a straight shooter. If you were going to have any kind of negative marks against you for not doing this, he would have told you.
now I will say, so this is funny as shit. As y'all are talking, having this whisper conversation, you hear, "Ooh, Ghost app has suggestions to offer." As you realize you never disabled your tech,
God
and your super fans have been
damn it.
listening in on the whole fucking time.
Fucking surveillance state. Damn it.
We're walking outside, alley, raccoon, all this shit, trying to be secretive, and you just have a fucking microphone on your arm that's listening to you the whole time.
Hey, Wiretap, suggest some good crimes to fight.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Ghost
Jesus.
Rat. Ghost Rat pipes up and is like, uh, secret plan notes. Throws up the shit you were talking about. All right. Don't tell corporate about plan is one of the bullets on there, and it's hide SupPR logo, and it's got a note under that, Brock, about the thing about hiding the SupPR logo, and the note is basically that it's recommended by the app that you don't hide the logo, that you just hide your identity, that you tie these good deeds directly to SupPR LA, but if you do anything shady that anybody could like the hiding the emblem is for when y'all robbed a mob boss. It's for shit that you don't want people to know you're doing. But if you're hunting a mega animal, that looks good. As long as they don't know individually who did it, then the law can't hold you responsible. You're just getting press for SupPR. So the recommendation from the Ghost Rat app is that if any vigilante work,
That doesn't quite track to me though. So a dude
Yeah.
dressed as a knight shows up and commits a crime, and he's wearing the same shit he wears. It just doesn't have a SupPR logo on it.
I mean, I would assume we have different outfits for vigilante versus official SupPR work.
Is that what we want to do?
It's your call,
do we want to
Brock.
come
It's
up with
your call, Brock.
another costume for
Yeah, I was thinking I'd have a different costume for, because we can have multiple costumes with the same thing.
right?
I would talk about it in character. I'm as Ghost Rat. A Ghost Rat gave you the note that you can show the SupPR logo without getting individual heat.
Okay.
And that the way that the policing works, I mean, it sounds stupid. If you're wearing a team logo, they're gonna come to that team and be
Right,
like, who
they
did this?
know the
But-
SupPR lays behind it. Like,
But the way the law's written, they can't charge you unless they have individual. They can't hold a whole group accountable just because. What if it was somebody else wearing y'all's logo?
I follow
That didn't
that.
work for you.
I follow that. Well, I mean, what I was getting at was, I mean, so the police are like, okay, so they had SupPR logos. Who at SupPR could do this? Well, the guy was carrying a giant sword and wearing knight armor, and the other dude was a giant bug monster with extra arms. Who could it be at
Yeah.
SupPR LA?
That's a good point. Let me clarify it for a couple things for you that y'all would know. Number one, the cops aren't that concerned with vigilantes. As long as you're doing good shit, they're not going to be actively looking for you. What they're
I mean, the
concerned
lantern
with is,
wielders are infiltrating the cops, though.
yes,
And they know who
so
we
you do
are.
know
They
that.
definitely know who Hugh is.
You do know that, but actively searching for vigilantes would be an active task, not just from the lantern wearers, but all of them. So they'd have to still. They're already doing. Lantern wearers are already looking for people like you, regardless of what you do. So that's not going to increase your lantern welder shit unless you're doing specific things against lantern welders. Then they'll start targeting you. What y'all understand is that the cops aren't going to go out of their way to search for vigilantes who are out there doing good shit. But if you flagrantly do shit and then show yourself or get on a news report and admit it, then they have no choice but to fucking go after you. So just being part of SupPR is not going to bring heat on SupPR. In fact, quite the opposite. You also know that SupPR corporate has ties in with the cops, so they've gotten you off multiple times.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the full story, Brock. And that actually, why y'all are encouraged to do vigilante shit is to rep SupPR and get the buzz out. Yes, to help the city, but also to get the buzz out about SupPR and that they got some badass people affiliated with them.
Okay. Scratch what I said about the logo. I just got a note from corporate. They said do crimes in the name of the business. I misunderstood.
Right,
So we can still have the logos. Anyways, Threadline, we
Okay,
working for you.
but-
Are you in?
Good crimes.
Good crimes.
Good.
I will say, if we do hypothetically, allegedly do vigilante work, this is completely hypothetical, Ghost, right? Just stop listening for a bit. I think we should have separate costumes from our official work.
That's a good idea. That definitely help. So, second costumes. Any ideas? Monster fighting costumes?
Yeah, I don't have any costume design ideas in mind yet, but
I mean, I've got an interesting idea for working as a team. Brock's gonna bring up a holographic image of the Sweirdo Rangers, an action show about powerful teenagers that fall giant monsters. What do you guys think?
Okay.
Unique shapes on the helmets.
I like the green one.
Yeah, you can like the green one. I mean, he's my favorite, but you can be the green one. I'll be the red one. You?
all right. Eeny, meeny, miny, blue. I'm gonna be the blue one.
Awesome. So we're gonna do green.
Nobody's gonna be the white one.
Green,
Have y'all seen that meme
red.
where it's like green power, red power, and then the white ranger's like, "Go Rangers!"
Fuck.
All right. So we're doing Power Rangers.
Yeah, we're
now.
gonna do Power Ranger costumes. Threadline's gonna be a green ranger. I'm gonna be a red ranger, and Hugh's gonna be a
All right.
It's like the RGB color values. Great.
Perfect. RGB.
Ghost Rat's like taking notes, and it says like hypothetical monster, mega
Minecraft.
monster fighter group notes, and I would put this in your group notes so y'all don't forget if you want to. But he does recommend another note for y'all that pops up is a team name
Cool.
for
Good
your
one.
monster on the team. Team name's blank in bracket.
What y'all thinking?
Vigilantes.
Yeah, we don't have to come up with a name right this
That's a good
second.
start, Threadline. A little on the nose. Good start.
What you have that's blank is team name and calling card.
Redline blocking you. Just...
I
These are our
I pull out
addresses.
my gun, calling card.
Not Redline Brock and you?
Not Redline block. Don't look at SupPR LA.
Definitely not mom.
That would be really funny. Do it as mom. Just draw a bunch of heat. Don't actually stop the monster, just cause more damage.
Backfire, be like mom haters, and everybody's like, well, fuck those guys. But they hate moms. Mom toucher.
Here's why I have a big green
Never
alien
Chris-
guy wrecking the shit out of my car.
Oh shit, mom haters was a bad idea for a name.
Wait a second.
That did not
Wait,
do
no.
well.
We went mutual mega. Sorry. Damn.
All right.
This episode's cracking me up, y'all. The whole fucking thing. You're down secret shit with your super bands right on your arms. You know, Corpus listens to the whole thing.
Well, that's okay now. He knows corporate's okay with it. I thought it was a don't let us know you're doing this kind of thing.
It's funny as shit. The raccoon scene was great too.
Team name something vigilantes.
You
Ranger.
could just wait to see what the news calls us.
Avengers is already taken. Oh, I do like that plan, Gio. Unless they call us something we don't like. It's a real easy way to end up like the ugly vigilantes. The sticky bandits.
Oh god.
Yeah, as you look at the hollow of the theoretical notes, the two blanks are again team name and calling card, and you realize that the media is going to name you either based on how you look or some kind of calling card that you decide on.
If we're gonna be wearing our SupPR logos anyway, why not sort of tie it into that, but not really? So like instead of SupPR, it'd be super something.
Super something.
Super RGB, since we're red, green, blue.
We could play off of that.
A hollow pops up as a suggestion for a name, and it looks like this. One of your placeholders.
Looks like what?
It's in Twitch.
Oh, shoot. Soup RGB. Maybe.
We got a list
We can
now
still
that's
workshop
popping
it.
with that based on what you've said so far, and then
Like vigilantes. I do like having vigilantes in there.
Killing vigilantes.
Vigilant RGBs.
It sounded better in my head.
you're starting to realize that if you don't have a calling card or your own name, that they're going to end up calling you something like the Spandex Bandits, or
Actually, I'm
the
not opposed to Spindex vigilantes.
the Chroma Crew, the Chromatic Crew, the Chroma Crew.
Actually, Chroma.
And it would account for extra members if other coworkers.
How about the Chroma vigilantes? Calling card can be a
Chroma V.
like an artist palette at the scene of every crime. You don't know how to spray paint? Anyone of us an artist?
I can draw a stick figure.
We'll just be colorful when we do it. These machines we have can color everything. So just make sure everything's colorful. That'll be our calling card. The Chroma Vigilantes for SupPR LA.
All right. Sounds good.
Chroma V. That too.
Chroma V is a cool shorthand. That sounds like anime style team.
Oh, and we can use we can use the code names. Chromo R. Chromo B. Chromo G.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's added to the theoretical vigilante notes, the code names.
We're gonna go with Chromo Vigilantes. And then use Chromo Vigilantes or Chromo V.
I think Chroma V could just be short for Chroma Vigilantes, right?
Yeah. It just rolls off the tongue better to say Chromo V.
Yeah. That's what, like, if they're talking about you in the news, they're not going to say that full name over and over. So I always go to a shortened version of it.
Somehow,
like, we don't call them Xavier's Extraordinary Men, we call them the X-Men. And the Fanny Four.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. All right. Well, that's all I had to bring up. Did y'all have any questions? Or, well, I guess the next order of business is, does anyone...
Roy G. The Roy G. Bill.
Roy G. Bibbs. Roy G. Bivolantes. Oh my God, that's so good.
Take the Super Bowl. Roy G. Biv. The Roy G. Vigilantes.
The Roy G. Bivolantes. Oh my fucking God.
Roy G. Vigilantes. That's the funniest shit I've ever heard. I've laughed more in this last fucking hour than I've fucking
put that in the back pocket.
Roy G. Vigilantes.
If we do end up with like a full team, we're switching to the Roy
That's
G.
like an insult that like you're gonna get this dude that's gonna be like your a villain. And he's gonna call y'all like bullshit names like that. Oh, look, it's the Roy G. Vigilantes. Oh, I'm so scared. Look how tight your spandex is. I can see your tiny penises. He's just gonna run.
I hate this hypothetical guy already.
I'm making him. Yeah, he's gonna be the worst. Yeah, I'm ready for it. Yeah, he's definitely gonna taunt y'all. That's funny as shit, Silas. Great. All right. Well, that's established. Your theoretical as you stand in the alley having this conversation. You've got some notes for your theoretical, and the only thing that's not really there that's recommended by Ghostrat is a calling card.
I still like the color palette idea.
I do too. Maybe when we defeat our target, we color them different colors.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. So y'all like graffiti them?
Yeah, I think that's it. So we graffiti the
Do y'all
culprits.
graffiti Chroma V? Y'all like graffiti Chroma V?
Chroma V in RGB colors right across their chest.
So let's say you do it either on the corpse, or if it's just they ran away, you can do it on the ground where the fight happened or something like that.
Yeah, something.
All right. Cool. Make sure y'all add this shit to your notes, because I'm not taking all these notes. So if y'all want to Chroma Vigilante notes, go pop them in your player notes. If y'all can remember all this shit.
Everyone's like not following, just nodding his head at everything that they're saying.
So when you look at the notes, what looks like is theoretically happening through headlines, you're going to be wearing spandex suits and helmets. Each of you are going to be a different color. You're going to call yourselves the Chroma Vigilantes or Chroma V. And after you finish defeating mega animals, creatures, monsters, you're going to either paint them or the area to let people know Chroma V is responsible. The idea is that y'all can show your SupPR logos when you're sure this is going to look good. Like if you're defeating an animal that's challenging a family or trying to hurting a family or attacking the city or something like that. And then you can hide your logos and wear different outfits if you need to. If you do shit that's extra shady. Gray area. Ghost Strat has noted. All right. At this point, y'all can continue RPing as much as you want. But what we're going to do is we're going to play through each of your characters and what they're going to do for the rest of the day. And then we're going to jump to your next group. So, are y'all going to continue or finish up any group conversation, or are y'all pretty good on your debriefing and your vigilante plans?
I think we're good on the debriefing and the vigilante plans. I've added a thing at the very bottom of the notes that says Chromo V, Project Chromo V, and has some of the information from our meeting.
When do we start?
So the World Jurors back in character Sideline is asking about time frame.
That's to be discussed. Obviously, we have some things we got to take care of first with official business. Got to let the simulations run their course, review the data, plan from there. We've got the power hour coming up. In spare time between things, we need to find someone who we can trust with like a scanner or someone in with the police or the military that can give a heads up when these things are going on or happening. We got to try to get there before. What's the name of the big team that keeps showing up? The ones we met before. What was their name?
Los Angeles Cazadores, I believe. I will confirm that.
We gotta make sure
Angels.
we gotta make sure we beat the Angels.
Yeah, you can just call them Angels.
We gotta make sure we beat the Angels to these locations. We gotta be done with what we're doing, and out before they show up. They don't like competition. So, if any of you knows anyone, get in contact with them. I have some contacts here and there just because, you know me, friendly guy. So I'll search my side for it. But if any of you know anyone, it couldn't hurt. And again, mum's the word. Don't mention any of the other ones' names. Keep everything low. Let's meet after the power hour. Unless an opportunity comes up between then and there, comes up between then that we can't turn down, we'll meet after the power hour and get something more solid. Sound good?
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Confirmed.
Well, don't let me take any more of your days, fellas. Y'all have a good afternoon. Again, great job during the simulation. Look forward to working with you, both officially and unofficially. Well, great winks, and then heads out down the alleyway to get about his personal day.
See ya.
So the Monster Hunter Squad for LA, the official one is Los Cazadores Angeles. Typically just shorthand called the Angels. As Brock makes his way out of the room, leaving Threadline and Hugh, each of you to your own devices, let's go ahead and roll initiative, and then we're going to follow each of you in initiative order and see what you get up to for the rest of the day. So, by the way, Cazadores is in English is the hunters. So they're the hunters of Los Angeles. So they're Los Cazadores and the Hunter Angels. All right. Let's see how you all roll. Shagadelic.
Shagadelic 1, baby.
Is Shagadelic, is that a natural one or is that a weird one?
That's a weird one. Shagadelic's a weird.
Oh,
If it's
that,
no, no,
that
no,
was
no, no. I'm
weird.
sorry. No, that's a dirty one. A weird one. I'll actually say
Okay.
weird one.
Okay.
You know, same thing as nasty or dirty or sloppy or whatever.
Dirty, raunchy,
Yeah.
filthy. Uh, Gotcha. It's a shagadelic one. So you're gonna go first, Brock, as camera will follow you out of the room. And the world's yours, Brock. What are we doing?
Brock's pretty much done what he wanted to do for the day. He's got his team together, got plans moving ahead. I guess what he'll do is he'll start making phone calls. I do have likability, which says I got some contacts. One moment.
Where are you going, first of all? Walk us where you headed when you headed there and going to your office?
Uh, Not yet. He's gonna make these phone calls first. I have a feature.
From where?
Hmm?
I'm trying to understand where you're going, brother. You left the room and you're making calls. You just stop
I'm
in the hallway and make phone calls?
just walking down the road, just like you would on a
Oh,
cell
walking down
phone,
the hall.
walking down a sidewalk.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I have underneath my likability feature, I have maintain positive relationship with friends in each place the character has visited, and receive special benefits from those friends, e.g., information, medical aid, free resources. I want to call some of my
Cool.
trusted friends, and I want to see if any of
Mhm.
them might have access to a police scanner that only the friends I already trust to be on the dealo. You know, someone I know won't go spreading information.
All right. So pause right there and you'll understand why I made you tell me where you were going, brother.
Okay.
Uh, because as you head out of the alley and go to walk down the road, which is what I needed clarification on, uh, suddenly the mailbox beside you is not a mailbox any longer. It is a deceptively kindly looking old man
Oh fuck.
who
That's not in his head.
tips
That's
his
out loud.
on his cane. Some interesting things that you and your pals are up to, old friend.
Yeah, just some weekend D&D game. Pretending to be vigilantes. We're working out our character concepts.
Uh,
A session 0, they call it.
I've never played such games, but
You should.
sounds very creative. I hear that you've had a run-in with my daughter and her fiance recently as he walks beside you as you walk down the street.
Not me personally. But apparently, Armin was on our list of possible clients, and looks like in our communication with him, your daughter showed up and got involved.
My understanding is that my daughter hired you and that you've successfully recruited Armin as I encouraged you to do.
All true.
That's a wonderful thing to have protection for my baby girl and her love. So good work, SupPR. Even though this is a very kindly looking man, as you walk down the sidewalk, people will give you a wide berth. Some people moving to the opposite side of the street uh, ahead of you all approaching. He
Yeah.
gives kindly nods to knowing vendors that you pass. People avert their gaze or give them these big, really nice smiles.
If at any point someone doesn't move or doesn't notice, Brock will move them out of the way. Brock knows to treat this guy with respect. So at this moment, Brock's going to behave like a henchman for Vargas.
He gives a little nod towards you as he notes you uh, moving some tough guy out of the way. doesn't know who he's dealing with. The dude kind of goes to start shitting. Some old lady pulls on his arm with a little claw. She's got a little clawed hand. Whispers something to him, and he looks back like shit and just walks down with his head down. As Vargas stops for a moment, gets a flower out of a flower stand nearby. You see a very nervous young lady, thick glasses and short hair. Oh, it's a gift, sir. Don't be silly, dear. And he waves his cane uh, by her, which is her terminal or pay terminal, which people flash their rings, their lib rings, or their Capri phones or whatever, and he flashes his cane, and you see 100 cash. Oh, oh, you didn't need to do that. Please, please, take it as a gift. Uh, my gift to you, dear. It smells the flower. It's like a poppy. And then he breaks off the stem, and then he tucks the flower into his lapel.
This guy.
This print blood red. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying this guy.
He turns and continues walking down the sidewalk slowly on his cane, moving a lot more slowly than you know he needs to in his adorable form. Well, as we're old friends, I wanted to thank you personally, Brock, for looking out for my little girl.
No problem at all. Least we could do. After the unpleasant business from before that.
Yes, well, mistakes happen. Only once, though, as you well know. Well, as you all are watching, we'll be watching as well. Please do a good job for my baby. And we need to talk more. I'll come find you.
Yes, sir.
He looks at a little girl running by, chasing a toy or a ball that she's dropped. Her mom running after her. Come here, Clarice. Oh, us parents, we would do anything for our children. Just pray nothing bad ever happens to my baby. I suggest you pray as well. Are you a praying man, Brock?
I am.
Well, then we'll both pray for my baby girl. You should probably say 2 prayers, one for yourself as well.
There'll be no shortage of prayers from me, Mr. Vargas.
Think I'll have a bite to eat. Good day, Brock.
Always a pleasure.
As he heads into a Asian restaurant, he's greeted immediately by the host and the tuxedo at the door. Right this way, Mr. Vargas. Come on, your table's waiting for you. We're so happy to have you here. We'll get your regulars started for you. And which wine will it be today? Will it be the? And then you hear the voice cut off as he enters this fine dining Thai food restaurant, leaving you on your own on the sidewalk.
Brock's gonna take a minute to decompress, so he's not gonna get on his cell phone just yet. He puts it back in his pocket. He's just going to walk down the sidewalk for a long time. Because all he can think about now is Isabella Vargas holding the side of her ribs, complaining about pain, and
Oof.
this conversation he just had with Papa Vargas.
Oh,
Yeah.
Phew.
No, I think it's safe to say Brock's not getting much done the rest of the day. He's gonna take some time to pray.
Is he eventually going to make these phone calls after he has a moment to settle himself?
Yeah. Once he gets settled, he'll, like I said, is try to contact anyone he knows who might have a police scanner that he can trust to
Okay.
relay information to him, but not ask why. I guess would be the way to say it.
A mind check. It's going to be a mind check to just think about it and see if you can think of anybody who might be able to help.
We use a super point reroll.
That's what they're for.
It was even worse. 19. It's almost a weird spell.
Damn, dude. Sorry, Brock, but you have been rattled by El Patron. Every time you start to follow some paths in your mind about people you know and connections, you keep coming back to Vargas. In fact, the only person you could think of right now who could maybe help you with something would be the mob, because that's all you can really think about right now.
I want to think about this, so I'd like to leave Brock with his thumb over the button to call El Patron. But before he presses that button, I'd like to leave him before he presses that button. While I personally, out of character, think about whether I want Brock to do that.
So your mob contact would not be directly to El Patron. You wouldn't have a
Okay.
direct contact with him, but you would either be able to go through Isabella, who's your client now, or you would contact
El Toro.
El Toro, I guess. Yeah, I was thinking either him or Rosa Delgado, who's more on the business side. No, it wouldn't be El Toro. He's more of just muscle brain. So it would be Rosa. It would be the Rose. It's Rosa, the Black Rose. Delgado. She's not actually a member of the family. She's not a Vargas, but she is one of the top partners.
I'll add her to my contacts list. Yeah, I'm
So
gonna
hovering over the contact for Black Rose.
You said, yeah, it says Black Rose, and in parentheses it says last option in like caps.
I love it. All right. So as the camera pulls back on this scene, this pivotal decision that Rock is looking to make. Actually, I want it to be. It's Rosa Oscura, Oscura. It's the dark rose. Rosa Oscura. And just Rose is what she usually goes by, the Rose. And this rose has thorns. As we leave you off there, finger hovering over that contact in the process of making that decision. All right, that brings us next up to Hugh. Hugh, as the Brock walks off, one of the cameras stays focused on you. What is Brock up to today?
He doesn't know what
You mean
Brock's
what
up
is
to
Hugh up to?
today.
Because we were just on Brock.
What is Hugh up to today?
Is Hugh following Brock?
What is Hugh up to today? Switch
So
gears.
he was heading to his actual apartment now, as opposed to random back alley. And just for the whole rest of the night, he's just messing around with the SupPR band, trying on various costumes for the whole Chroma V thing that they've got planned going on. Just trying out various styles of spandex and just going making different poses. He's excited about this. He hasn't had a run-in with the Bob. He has no reason to be worried.
That's so adorable.
All right, on your way back to your apartment, give me a situational awareness check. So give me a body and a mind.
Ooh. So I'm rolling great today.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. You don't notice anything unusual. Doesn't seem like anybody's paying much extra attention to you. Your day seems to be settled down as you are greeted by your mail lady. This uh, squat, we'll say she's dark skinned, hair usually in two buns, in her mail carrier garb. She smiles and waves at you as she finishes putting the mail into the slots, or continues putting the mail into the slots. As you enter, you spend your time trying on some different fits. What are some of the different outfits that Hugh tries on? Give us a description as the camera focuses on Hugh through his different wardrobe changes.
The first one is the closest you can get to a Power Rangers outfit without actually being Power Rangers, just to avoid copyright. The second one is more like a sort of his regular SupPR armor, but completely blue. And he's like, nah, that's not going to work, and goes back to the spandex style. And then he settles on like this, mostly still spandex. Like the face is still covered in and whatnot. Like he's still got pauldrons on the upper set of his arms. But like his whole body is completely covered in this like a blue, almost spandex, almost metal looking sort of hybrid armor. And he's like,
Nice.
yeah, this is gonna be great.
And what's the head? The head is just spandex covered, or do we have something significant? Helmet, something like that.
For the helmet, I'm thinking like okay, so picture a motorcycle helmet, but blue, like similar to the Power Rangers. But
Yeah.
there's like a staghorn beetle sort of antlers coming off the top.
Awesome. I love it. With a little beetle motif and that kind of iridescent, shiny look that beetles have. Some beetles. Yeah, I digs. Yeah, take a super point for that. As you also are realizing, y'all have a team name, but when y'all get out there and start doing shit, people are also going to be referring to you individually. So now you've got to look. You're a blue beetle, I think. It gets really big, and so you think, man, you need to figure out either what am I going to call myself, or you're just going to be called the Big Blue Beetle or something by the media. You can either wait to get a name, or you can kind of put one out there and start workshopping a name along with the look.
Yeah, he was gonna start thinking of a name as he's also excitedly coming up with like outfits and little gimmicks to do while fighting crime.
To add some color, you've got like a newscast playing behind you on your hollow, and they're talking about vigilantes, and they're showing a recent vigilante fight of the actual Cazadores and Heles as they are fighting off, we'll say, a giant slug. And then the next scene, you're seeing some like no name vigilantes that get eaten by a horde of land piranhas and ripped apart as the news is like, yeah, authorities are advising that no unauthorized groups perform vigilante activities against mega monsters. It's dangerous to both those individuals and the public. As you're realizing this is going to be dangerous and controversial, as it's one of the biggest controversies of the society, is this balance between megas and insups, regular humans. Anything else for Hugh other than just excitedly getting ready to be a superhero?
That would be it for him. His mind is completely occupied by this new Chroma V thing that will come up after the power hour.
All right, so spend his night flexing and posing in front of the mirror and thinking of superhero names. I love it, Hugh. That's a great use of your time. So yeah, both Brock and Hugh take super points for if I didn't give you one yet, for some good RP for your individual, even though uh, Chris, you didn't roll so hot, so yours didn't go exactly how you were hoping, but you know how the mob is.
I like the direction it's going in, though, if I'm being honest. Like Power Rangers,
Right.
but funded by the mob. Tell me you wouldn't watch that.
Go! Hide this corpse!
In today's exciting episode, we clean up a murder scene.
To summon the power of concrete shoes. All right, throw them in. Damn.
Shape of a Tommy gun.
Invisibility to hide from feds. Damn. Yeah, we're getting in it, y'all. This is how it would really be if there were really powers. Yeah, actually playing it for real. I like how serious y'all take this, even to the point where you spend a few minutes scheming how to approach a dumpster with a raccoon in it. That
He
was
still
fun.
got.
Uh, yeah, still got by a coon, man. That coon got you. All right. As the camera then pulls back, we're gonna actually rewind. And the way it was one of those places in the movie where three people split up, and it follows each of them. So it followed Brock first, and it followed Hugh. Now we come back to that same point where you three split. Thread line. The camera is now following you, not Hugh. You. What is Threadline up to? Say,
Redline's
Brock.
plan is to head back to his apartment, and once he's there, he's gonna start going through Threadline's memories. And as an ex Mega Hunter, I wanna see if I can like figure out how it would be possible for me to steal a radio from like wherever like the Mega Hunter's base is.
Okay. Well, before you jump right to stealing something, Threadline, give me a situational analysis roll to see what the best course of action might be. So give me a body and a mind.
Or already owns half a wall of police radios.
I want to find out what I'm going to steal. Like, oh, that's a little fast forwarding, isn't it? Uh, it's just stolen shit all over his apartment. Oh, I didn't tell you he's a klepto. It's like, you could have bought that pack of gum. Like, an essay roll. Give me a sit all, a city roll, a city all. I'm actually ordering shit off Amazon. Like, oh, where am I gonna steal some dinner? Like, you should go to the grocery store, motherfucker. So 5 and a 9, so it's rolling it up into a 7.
That's
Uh, I'm gonna still change for the laundry. Okay. So as you go into your thought process, and you are a previous Mega Hunter, so do it at advantage. So you can go re-roll both those, see if you get higher on either one. You definitely have knowledge in Mega Monster hunting. Threadline does.
Body's staying the same.
Staying the same?
The mind is going down to a 7.
Okay, so a 6. Average. All right. So first thing you realize is that the Mega Monster Hunter squads, they don't use special radios or scanners. They rely on tapping into the police scanners from different areas, because as soon as a monster appears, people start calling them in. So they mainly rely on police scanners. You also happen to know that official squads are able to then tap into military and use satellite, so that they're monitoring their area satellite for any major anomalies, major disturbances, heat signatures, which can catch some of the bigger kaiju style ones. So it's mainly police scanners or military satellite analysis.
Okay. And so would I have a police scanner?
Well, the way it's done is that they hack into the scanner network, because it's all connected. It's all one digital network. I mean, police don't just have localized radio. Uh, Everything is part of a larger statewide network. So we'd have to have the ability to hack into that network. Offhand, I wouldn't say Threadline that specialized in that or been the one that did that, unless you know otherwise. So you wouldn't have one of those devices or the ability to do that, but you do know there are people in SupPR that are high tech.
Name 3.
And maybe some of your companions. Well, you know Ted's high tech. You know that Grant has some high tech skills, and you know that that let me see, that Gene's smart. I don't know about high tech.
Heck yeah. Uh, okay. Uh, hmm. I'm gonna call Ted.
All right, Ted, as you're going about your day, getting ready to partner with Mike and Sarah this evening, you get a call in the middle of the day, and whenever we play through Ted's day, we'll see what he's doing when he gets this call. A call, weirdly, probably for you, from Threadline.
Ignore. Oh, the work buddy's calling me. I don't know if I want to do it. Yeah, no, I'll definitely answer. Ted definitely answers.
Okay, and you see both of you now looking at each other, holographic versions of each other. And we won't go into too much description because we don't know what Ted's doing. Oh, Germa 66. Yeah, that's better than Power Rangers. It is exactly who you are. The fucking One Piece reference. Uh oh, 6, 7. I wonder what y'all are posting up in the fucking. I wonder why I kept getting alert
I think
up in the Discord.
I think Kaden nailed it in his out of group chat, not on stream chat.
Oh, oh.
Trying really hard not to laugh after he sent that.
Only the British news. Only the British news will refer to him.
Yeah.
No, we're supposed to be putting stuff like that in the Twitch chat so our whole community can share in the nonsense. It's just such you can't
You
put
sure?
me.
That,
Yeah, I
that,
think
that
that's
was
funny as shit. I think it's great. You won't get canceled for that, and if you do, you gotta be proud of it. It's almost like getting
a big
kicked out of a brunch spot for telling the truth. You should be proud. Uh, all right. So, world's yours. Call connected.
Oh, hey, Threadline. What's the call for?
I look at the Ghost Guide app really quick. Allegedly, could you hack a? Could you hack the police scanners?
Oh, that's a big ass, Mr. Line. I'm sorry, it's the first time I've spoken with you outside of work. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure. Hey Paul.
All right, cool chat.
Say cool chat. Their hollow's gone. Just like dial tone if one existed. All right. Threadline, back to you. We leave Ted confused. Yeah, we go back to Threadline.
Yeah, so that's the main thing I wanted to do tonight. I think the other thing is I would just find the rat that's running around my apartment, and I would grab it, and as I do, the hand part of my suit would like go back, and I would suck the life out of the rat for my dinner tonight.
Wait, we need a better
The fuck
description
are
of what
you,
just happened.
Threadline?
Paint us the full picture of what just happened as the camera starts to pull back and gets a wider view of this and pauses to see this scene unfold. What exactly happens?
Yeah, so Threadline catches a rat in his hand that was running around his apartment, which is just an absolute mess. Has not been taken care of at all. And as the suit kind of like goes into like the wrist, letting his hand show, you see like a lot of like almost like veins from like a malnourished hand, and the nails on his hand have just like grown abnormally long, only being like cut by the suit that he's wearing. Very unkempt. And as he like digs into the rat, uh, a small tentacle comes out of his hand and starts just sucking up the nutrients from the rat. And his hand looks a little bit better. And the suit goes back and covers it.
What the fuck?
So as he sucks, this rat shrivels up. His hand, where it was veiny and pale, the color begins to return and it begins to plumpen up as he retracts. Camera pulls back, and a faint sound of music begins to play as we hear wow, wow, chicka, wow, wow, chicka. Gets weird now. Take a super point thread line. All three of y'all take 5 super points for your characters for the day. Although we're ending the day, so let's start their next day with their full complement of 3. Well done as the music begins to get louder. Wow, wow, chicka, wow, wow, chicka gets weird now. Wow, wow, chicka, wow, wow, chicka gets weird now. And over the music, we hear our narrator pipe in. All right, Sweirdos, that's it for this episode of SupPR, presented by Super Weird Studios. Thank you to this week's sponsor, Tentagrip Stylus Scripters. Scriptin 360. Until next Super Sunday, keep it weird, y'all. Wow, 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 wow. It's weird.